Hello, my friends, and welcome back. The subject of today's video is what are we, the Americans or the Westerners, how much are we willing to pay with personal time and money for supporting Ukraine? Uh, I read in news and I watch people on the TV telling us that we support Ukraine and the Russian invasion and we should ban this and we should do this and we sanction that and all that. And that goes as far as we are being, asked not to feel the pressure. Once we start feeling the pressure, that means higher gas prices, increase in groceries uh, prices, in electricity and gas and all that, then we will realize all of a sudden that we will not support Ukraine as much as we were told to. So right now we feel superior, morally superior, and yes, we support Ukraine. The gas is gonna go, my prediction, not in California. I'm talking about area, north, east. I would say under the current circumstances when these guys banned the imports of gas from Russia and all that, oil, I think it's going to jump to about $7 per regular gas. And I think in California it's going to be about $10 a gallon per regular. That's my prediction, at least. At least. And that would happen about what? I don't want to predict that, but probably in 2, 3 weeks or so. And everything would be Russia's fault, right? Okay. Well, I want to hear then the US population that we are told that supports the war. How are they going to think about it? How are they going to support it? Their salaries will not increase at the same rate as inflation and the prices hike. But I expect, or I suspect actually, that the governmental handouts to people who do not work will increase, but the salaries for working people will not increase. That's my my prediction, and that's what happened. So you can support them, but your standard of living is going to decrease. Less money to give to your kids, less money for your life. It's going to be harder for you. For what? For Ukraine. I don't think the American population, the public, and the Westerners, who are really kind of spoiled, considered with Eastern Europeans or countries that experience scarcity. I don't think they will be able to face that. Immediately they will feel like, oh my God, that directly impacts my standard of living. No, 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 Ukraine. No, 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 no. You'll see that. And those looking adults with children's brains, they will be the first one to cry. And who those are? The liberals, the so-called liberals, because they're not liberals. You see, it's a contradiction. Liberals are supposed to be free, to allow for less regulations, to be free, to have the person, the citizen, be freer, liberté, libertate, free. And they use the government to limit your rights and liberties at every point. More regulations, more regulations, more the government, more the big brother controlling your life. So these liberals, so-called liberals, are not liberals. They are anti-liberals. So those guys who have a very how do you call it, um, idealized and very childlike vision about the world, where we all are friends and we all love one another, no wars, we love for the environment, we just pray and everything is good and the rainbow goes around and the unicorn just hops around. Those are the ones who are going to be like, oh my God, I can't buy my latte now, it's more expensive, what are we going to do about it? Or my soybean drink, what are we going to do about it? They will be the first ones. Why? Because they're like children. The minute they get a little bit hurt, they're gonna be like, "Ow, ow, someone else's fault." No, you are the fault. You are at fault. You supported this thing. So we heard from Joseph Biden, the president of the United States of America. It says Biden announced announced U.S. ban on Russian oil imports over Ukraine war. Oh, it's so important. And these are the key words here. Uh, what's funny? He said, uh, "The American people will deal another powerful blow to Putin's war machine." He said. So that means we all together are gonna hurt Putin, a war machine. No, we will not. We will have a lower standard of living. We will feel the pain. Biden will not. He has millions of dollars. He's going to be fine, just fine. You and I will feel it. Middle class, lower class, that's who we're going to feel it. We, the American people, no, except you, will deal another powerful blow to Putin's war machine. I don't think so. War machine, what? They're not going to have gas. They're not going to have oil or benzene to run their tanks and airplanes. That's bullshit. But since we are considered to be at the level of a 13-year-old person, then obviously he can say this kind of shit on TV. And then he says here that um, this is a step we are together in a sense. We are together, Americans. We are together. We are taking to inflict further pain on Putin. Really? How so? He's not gonna have food. He's not gonna have sex. He's not gonna have wine. He's not gonna have what exactly is gonna be the pain that we inflict on him? How much pain we inflict on him to your decisions, and how much pain we inflict on us with our decision or your decisions, and see which one is greater, huh? You're gonna see this is gonna come back to you. And he says here, our president. He woke up and he said, "I will do everything in my power to limit the pain the American people are feeling at the gas pump." How? Are you going to pee gas? What are you going to do about it? How? You're already trying to talk with your enemies to pump more gas and sell you gas, and they won't. What are you going to do? Did you think ahead? What's going on, children? He, I will do everything. Well, you know what you can do? Maybe you don't do what you just did because you didn't have option B and C. And it says the average price of gas recently topped $4 a gallon for the first time since 2008. Oh, 2008 was that bailout of the big corporations by me and my children and their children, right? Yeah, okay. So they're too big to fail, and they got all kind of um, how do you call it, bonuses that year, but we bailed them out with the international banking system. Thank you, Biden. We are retards. I know that's what you think. Most of us are retards. That's true. That's true. And it says here that um, a recent poll by Quinnipiac University found that more than 70% of Americans would support a U.S. ban on Russia oil over Moscow's invasion of Ukraine. Okay, ask us in about 3 weeks if we still support that. Because that, I mean, we're very idealistic. Yeah, we support that. Yeah, we're going to hurt Putin. Yes, we're going to hurt the Russian war machine. Yes. What? Do I need to pay 3 times the gas I was paying before that? Do I have to pay double the electricity? Do I have to pay double for my food? Am I for my beer? Am I for my porn movie that I'm watching? God, no. Stop. Time out. Stop, Biden. It's going to be too late because everything that you get back now is going to look like a weakness, right? So, I'm telling you, these guys just, they plan it. And it says here that they're trying to get imports from Saudi Arabia, from Iran to get oil, from Venezuela. Aren't those the bad people? Aren't they the bad people? How come now they are the good people? And if they say, no, screw you, they're going to become again the bad people the second they deny our access to their oil. So is it about morality? Conscience? we are doing the right thing, or it's just a game to kneel Russia for certain interest. Yeah, that's what it is. I mean, Iran, Saudi Arabia, who we are not really in good terms right now because what Salam, whatever his name is, the prince, he's a little bit of upset with Biden and vice versa. And then we have Venezuela, who are the criminals, dictators, socialists, communists, blah blah blah. Now we deal with them. All of a sudden, we want Iran to give us oil after we put sanctions on them. After we did everything we could just to destroy their economy, like we do now with the Russian economy. I mean, do we have a moral compass here? No, we don't have. Wake up. No, we don't. No, we don't. And the same thing with UK. The United Kingdom, said Tuesday it will phase out its Russian oil imports by the end of 2022. Like the US, the UK gets less than 10% of its energy from Russia. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. But then what do you do with your allies, with the European Union? Where they take what, 40%, 30%, 20%? How much? So, I'm okay, but you're my allies, but you got to do the same thing. But I don't care what happens to you. So what is this? Where are the morals that with the standards that we are the good people? We're going to hurt that people, but we want you to be hurt more than we are. Well, that's again, and then we have this idea that we sanction other country and we force other countries to sanction other countries for our benefit is just and has I have an article from Quartz. It says most Americans are willing to pay more at the pump for Ukraine. Yes, now, because it's just talk. But once the reality sets in, then you're gonna see these Americans gonna be like reverse. So they say here that overall, 71% of Americans supported a ban on Russian oil, even if it resulted in high gas prices, according to the survey, which was conducted from March to 6th. All right, let's wait, give it about 3 more weeks or 4 more weeks when things don't change. And I say, is this going to happen? The Russians did not surrender. The gas price is about $7 a gallon or $8 a gallon. The groceries jumped like what? 80%, electricity 40%. See if this 71, which these are statistics and polls, opinion polls. I did opinion polls. Okay, I worked in sociology, so I kind of did these kind of things, and I know how you ask the questions, and I know who to ask, what groups of the society, and then you skew them. I know how it works, and these guys are not like honest. Let's find the truth. These are hand in hand with the politicians, with the government, with the big business, and with the mass media. So what do you expect? To tell you that 10% support? And by the way, if you, Johnny, and Michael, and Tom support that, that's fine. But you know what? Why don't you pay the rest? That I pay at the pump. Why don't you give me the money? And if I the money is $7 a gallon, okay. What about I have to pay only two, and you pay the rest? I mean, you support Ukraine. Let's say I'm neutral, but I don't want to pay 7 or 8% or $8. If you want, why don't you pay the rest? You know the difference between $2, you pay the rest to $5, okay? And you can support and be morally superior to me if you want, all right? But let's say I don't want to do that. Why do I have to follow your shit? Because it's a democratic system. So that means if I voted one time in 4 or 5 years, these guys can do whatever they want for 5 years and I have no say. Basically, I disagree with that. They say, work in the system, within the system. That's why we're telling us in the universities here in the United States. You got to work within the system and vote them out after their terms expires. And by that time, they wreck my life, my children's life, right? Right? No, I don't want to do that. I disagree with that. So you guys pay for my gas. I'm okay with that, and my electricity and my food, okay? And you can feel morally superior how much you want. All right, compare with me. I'm good with that. I don't have to go here with their statistics and so on because and I'm telling you, this is just chest pounding. Oh yeah, we are good. We're the best. We're. Well, when things gonna go down, they're gonna be like aborting a sinking ship. That's why they're going like rats, psh, psh, like rats, because that's what they are. And just wanna, you wanna be clear about this. These guys are taking steps to hurt another country in the detriment of its own citizens for a player, Ukraine, that has no value. For me, for Americans, I mean, before this thing started, if I would ask 99% of the U.S. population where Ukraine is, they would probably point to Caracas or who knows where to Arizona. And I'm serious about it. This is serious based on my direct freaking experience with people. And I don't blame them. What's Ukraine? Nothing. I mean, you didn't even know it, and I accept it. I mean, as a a Romanian-born person, I was like, how in the hell these guys did not know where Romania is? That's where I was calling home and saying, these guys don't even know where Romania is. These guys have no general culture. And I realized, why should they? The United States is the center of the planet. They're the most important country, the biggest, the greatest. Why would they know about freaking Romania? They have a different attitude. Yeah, we Romanians are slaves, subordinates. Yeah, America, yes, great. Yeah, Western Europe. Oh, yeah, Japan. Oh, Russia, bad. Because we have no soul. We have no balls. We have balls. Clink, clink, clink. That's what we have. So obviously we know all these things, but why should they know about us? We're nothing for them. Nothing. It's like I ask you to know about the ant in your house that just runs away over there. And ask you, hey, do you know ant number 5 or Tommy the ant? You want to say, what the hell are you talking about? Ant number 5. Yeah, that's an ant. Oh yeah, I guess that's one over there. Yeah, who gives a damn? But that's why this Romania for these guys, and that's right to be like that. We're unimportant. Ukraine was unimportant before. Now it is. Because why? Biden and his son had business in Ukraine. Is because Biden said that if you don't freaking change the prosecutors for the Burisma trial, I will not. I will block the U.S. $1 billion, $1 billion to give to Ukraine. Who the hell are you, Biden? Burisma hired Hunter. And Biden said, when Burisma was investigated, he said to then president of Ukraine, you gotta fire the prosecutor of Burisma trial. Otherwise, United States will withdraw, cut $1 billion in funds for Ukraine. So he was for personal dealings, he was withholding American taxpayers' money that shouldn't even go over there. Nevertheless, we have bigger problems here than freaking Burisma in Ukraine and Zelensky and Protasevich and Balabelich and all those guys. We have bigger problems here. Look at us. And we are, we're going to help this, we're going to do this, we're going to do this. For whom? I tell you for whom. For the energy businesses, for the financial businesses, and for the military industrial complex. These are the three things. And in this falls the so-called intelligence community, FBI, CIA, and NSA. That's what it is. This is what it is. But we can say, I support Ukraine. I'm going to pay more. I'm going to have a lower standard of living, and my children will have less because I support Zelensky, the guy who leads Ukraine. You're fooled, people. You're fooled like a 13-year-old teenager. Wake up. Wake up. See you next time. Thank you for being with me today. Stay strong, smart, look for the truth, and be just. See ya. Ciao.